Hey, what's going on? Since we are in full-blown flu and cold season, and I have people asking me all the time, every day, what to do to prevent the flu, but also to recover from it and getting congestion and phlegm out of the body. So I'm going to explain to you now some of the best natural ways to help recover you from the flu and also prevent it during the winter season. Because let's face it, that's the time when most people are coming down with illnesses, colds, flus, etc. And so I'm going to break down what and why I do certain things. And so we have a few things here. You might recognize some of them. Maybe some of them you have never even heard before, like cajeput oil, which I'll explain. Cajeput, you might have seen my son speak about that in a video. I'm going to explain to you why I do it, what I do. So we're going to talk first off about getting sick. Now, we have what's called free radicals in the body. Free radicals are created when we work out, we have stress, etc. And some of it is normal and totally fine and needed. But when we have excessive free radicals in the body, then that's when we can start to have effects on the immune system and pick up colds, flus, viruses, etc. And so we use food, typically we want to use food all the time to help boost our immune system with vitamins and minerals. But sometimes we need supplements to help assist us along the way. And as you see, some of these aren't supplements, they're actual food, right? So we have some food here. But these supplements that I have here right now are extremely powerful at assisting your body. So let's speak about vitamin C, number one. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. So when we have free radicals, we want to neutralize them with antioxidants. And we'll take in, let's say, vitamin C, and that goes into the cell, and it helps with memory, it helps with immune function, it even helps you just feeling better overall. So this vitamin C right here is Meta-C. The type of vitamin C is extremely important. You want to stay away from the genetically modified corn-based vitamin C's. And you want to get a good form of vitamin C, like this has biologically active metabolites. And so this gets metabolized a little bit differently, and it comes from spirulina as well. So spirulina also helps with detoxification. So right here, this is 500 milligrams of meta-calcium absorbate. There's many different types of vitamin C, which leads me to the next one, this is by Mercola that I bought. This is liposomal vitamin C. Many times vitamin C doesn't get absorbed like it should and gets caught up in the gut and can end up staying there in the gut. Liposomal vitamin C gets absorbed a lot easier through the gut and into the cells. And this is where you want the vitamin C to go. So this is very powerful. This is fairly new as it comes to the supplement industry. So you might see liposomal vitamin C or liposomal glutathione products out there, and they help with the absorption rate. N-acetylcysteine is another thing that I use. This helps with helps glutathione production, which is one of the biggest antioxidants, or the number one, as some people will say, antioxidant needed. And this also helps process mucus out of the body. So these two together are very powerful. So just using those would help boost the immune system, help neutralize the free radicals that you might have in your body, especially if you're sick or you feel like you're coming down with something. These are very important. Now, I did something that I'm not supposed to do the other day, which I tell all of my clients not to do. I woke up, I felt like I was fighting something at the night. I woke up and I had a little tickle in my throat, little phlegm, and I went and trained with my staff. I worked out. Working out while you're under the weather is a no-no, because you're also you already have the free radicals there. Your body's fighting, your immune system's working to help combat the issue that's there. And then if you go and work out, that lowers your immune system and then exposes you to, getting a worse infection or whatever it might be. And so I ended up working out. I cut the workout short because I was like, guys, this is probably not good for me. I was feeling something, but I wasn't sure if I was really sick or not. Turns out, yeah, I should have definitely not worked out, and I ended up getting the full-blown flu. And I haven't gotten that in a long time. But I know how to get rid of it very quickly. So in one night, I was able to get rid of, I had a swollen throat, burning in my throat, joint aches and pains, just, fatigue when you walk, a few feet, you feel like, oh, I'm totally beat. So I started off with the vitamin C, right? And then to get rid of the congestion and the throat issue, this was helping with the congestion in the throat as well. But this is one of the best oils around for numerous functions, and it's oil of oregano. This one, Joy of the Mountains, is one of my favorite. It is diluted with olive oil, and this stuff is powerful. So I'll take, depending on where you are, how much you've used before, you can take, 4, 5, 10 drops, put it on the bottom of your tongue, drink it with some water, there you go. Or you mix it with olive oil and rub it on the bottom of your feet. This is already mixed, this is already diluted. We have some here that's not diluted. So you have to be very careful and really know what you're doing with this. This stuff right here, like I said, is diluted. You can take drops, put them right in your mouth. You will instantly start to feel better. The burning in the throat will disappear. This is antiseptic, anesthetic. It helps numb the area. So it's antibacterial. It helps with sinuses. This is proven through studies to be helpful for pneumonia, bronchitis, etc. This is sinus infections and respiratory infections, one of the most powerful tools that you can use. So we're talking about helping yourself naturally. So this is a natural product that will help. Now, here's another one. This is oil of oregano juice. So I use both of these in combination because they're a little bit different. They have a little bit different properties in both of them. So when I take a few drops of these, I take a teaspoon of this, bam, it knocks out most of the issue right away. Then on top of that, now I've taken these two things, it helps process out the mucus, and then I help that along even further with oil pulling. And usually I use coconut oil, but you can use sesame oil, has been the one that's studied the most. Coconut oil I found works fine. So when I wake up in the morning and before I go to bed at night, usually I wait until after I've eaten at least a half hour. I take coconut oil, I put it in my mouth, and I swish it around for 15 minutes. And just pull it through your teeth and push it out. Pull it through the teeth and push it out. And that draws out the bacteria, the mucus from your respiratory system as well as your mouth. And then you may have heard about oil pulling. Most people have not heard about this, mainly because just from knowing how the body works, I tested this out, and this has been one of the best things for me when it comes to mucus. It's a little bit disgusting, but I do the oil pulling, and then I take bentonite clay and I put it in about a tablespoon or a teaspoon in this much water. Stir it around. I let it sit for a little while because what happens is it opens up the, hold on, let me shut that off. What it does is it opens up the pores to absorb the toxins. So I swish that around, I drink the, I pour this in the water, I drink I put the water in my mouth, I swish the bentonite clay around, and then it absorbs more of the toxins, and it pulls out and it draws out all of the mucus. Literally, right then and there. There's no waiting. It's just I swish it around for 5 minutes. I gargle with it. If you have a sore throat, the sore throat will dissipate instantly. It'll pull out the toxins from your sore throat, and then you spit the water out. Very important thing, you want to make sure that you spit this out in the toilet or outside, because when you're oil pulling, it really pulls out some terrible toxins that you do not want to spit into your sink. So that's one caveat with that. One thing I didn't bring here, which is very powerful as well, and these are other things that I use to assist in the process, is I'll take a shot of apple cider vinegar, and directly after that, I take like a half a teaspoon of Manuka honey. Now again, not all things are created equal. At most stores, you'll see Manuka honey with an MGO plus of about 15. For this to be beneficial to you medicinally, it has to have MGO above 16. So I would say if you go to Whole Foods, I would say pretty much all of those are really not beneficial. The most that I've seen at Whole Foods is like plus 20. This one is plus 820. Now this stuff is powerful medicinal, and what that means is how powerful it is as an antiseptic. And so it has higher enzymes, more beneficial properties to it. The higher it is on the MGO, the more expensive this is going to be. This honey right here is about $45 to $50. So you can use it sparingly. It's not something you want to put in your tea, but I have done that as well. Because as soon as this is heated up, it kills all the good enzymes. So that's why you don't want to put that in your tea. Now, the other thing, so I would do all these things, and on top of that, I drink this tea that I'm about to go over with you anyways, but this is a tea that is extremely powerful. I share it with everybody. Even the other day, someone said, hey, my girlfriend was drinking your ginger, turmeric, lemon, and honey tea, and she was losing 1 pound a day just from drinking your tea. And I was like, whoa, that's the first time I've heard of that. And she hadn't changed anything else but drank the tea. So this helps open up your detox pathway. So the tea is ginger. This is ginger root. I shave this off. I grate it up. Usually when I make it, I make big batches of it. So I use massive amounts of ginger root. The more the better. Then a smaller amount of turmeric, probably about 1/3 of the amount of ginger that you use. Same thing, shave this down, grate it, put it into a pot, steep it for at least 20 minutes, the longer the better. Once the tea is steeped, you strain it, put a lemon, sometimes I'll put a whole lemon in. So in 8 ounces, I'll put a whole lemon, I'll squeeze it all in there, or a half a lemon, right, depending on how many lemons we have, who's using it. And then I'll stir in raw honey. And then drink that throughout the day. And that's going to open up your pores, open up your circulation. Ginger is antibacterial, antimicrobial. This is a blood thinner, so it helps with circulation. Turmeric helps everything, brain functions. I mean, like the list goes on and on. Inflammation, this helps with inflammation. This ginger also has what's called a COX-2 inhibitor. It's a pain reliever. They put that in ibuprofen, so they're using properties from this in some of the over-the-counter medications. So it probably seems like a lot. I guess now that I put it all together, it is, but I don't even think about it when I'm doing it. It's just like a couple of these, shots of apple cider vinegar, a little tablespoon of that. This tastes really good, so that's awesome. The tea that I make tastes great. I drink it even not when I'm sick, because I use it as recovery for even training, because it's anti-inflammatory. It's awesome. Helps with recovery from a hard, intense workout. These typically I only use in the times that I need it, and we use this. I mean, if my son has a fever, we put a drop and I put it on his foot. It's gone instantly. And then this I only use when I'm feeling sick or run down as well. You can do oil pulling every night. It's not a big deal. That's actually very healthy for your mouth and your teeth. This, I'm not too sure about the long-term use of bentonite clay, but I would think, I'm not sure. I can't really give an opinion on that because I haven't studied it. The last thing I wanted to talk about is the cajeput oil. This is an antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, but it also helps process mucus out of the body as well. And this stuff works really great. This is like powerful stuff. This is from Plant Therapy. It's organic cajeput oil. Again, you can take it, dilute it with coconut oil and put it on the bottom of your feet. The reason why I've been saying put it on the bottom of your feet is you have about 200 nerves at the bottom of your feet, so that nutrients gets transported throughout the body a lot easier, much better. But you could also put it where you need it. I've taken it and I put it on my chest when I've had congestion, and it helps process the mucus out. So, I hope you found this helpful. If you have any comments and questions about any of this stuff, let me know. This right here, if you have any cold, flu symptoms, any type of sickness, for the most part, like that's not obviously a disease that you're ailing from, this will get rid of it, and you will feel better, like 50%, 70, 80% faster than if you did nothing, or even if you got over-the-counter medication. Because if you got medication for your cold, flu, sickness, whatever, you have to recover from the flu, and at the same time recover from the toxins that you put into your body from the over-the-counter medication, which is most of the time the case that you're getting over-the-counter medication. I hope, again, you found this helpful. This is really powerful stuff. Remember, food is your medicine, and we're taking properties from food naturally, right? And using this to help the body, assist it along the way to recover and feel better. All right, have a good day.